Okay, I don't think anybody's talking about this. I haven't really seen anybody talking about this, but in my previous video, I talked about how the mural, I believed, was a vision. It was a premonition. It didn't happen yet. So when they made it, it didn't happen yet at all. It was going to happen. They strongly believed that it was going to happen, and eventually it did happen. If you watch the events of Prometheus, it did happen. Now, who created those events? Who started those events? It was David. So I strongly believe that that huge head in the middle of the altar room is David, none other than David, you know? And as I explained in my previous video, this is a former engineer that was became immortal and incarnates throughout history. If you understand like our mythology, you could go to that video and I could discuss it further. But that is their god. But of course, he's bald because we see. Well, he was previously most likely an engineer. But anyway, we see our god in our own image. And what's also interesting is that we know how in movies there's foreshadowing. So something happens, and then we find out it coincides with something that happens in the future, right? But in the end, we see the engineer confront David, or David confronts the engineer, tries to talk to him, and then the engineer starts getting upset. Pats David on the head, and then think everything is all right, and then he takes off his head. And then throughout the end of the movie, you see David headless. And I thought that was very interesting because it's almost as if he was like insulted that, like, wow, you look like our creator. You kind of look like our creator, but you've been, like, why is this hair on you? Why are you so frail? It's almost like he was insulted, you know. He was insulted and he just like went crazy, you know. Like if you insult someone's god, they'll go crazy. I mean, like if you're deeply like religious or something like that, you'll go crazy. And that could be it. I don't know, but I strongly believe definitely that the head in the altar room is definitely David, and there was no face hugger or trilobite before that incident, before David came along, and they knew that there was going to be an incident where that would occur.